Nothing official.
All right, if you could have your attention, we're ready to begin. We're doing this without a microphone, so hopefully everybody can hear me at least fairly well. I am Chuck Jones with the Athens Convention and Visitors Bureau, and welcome everybody here today to the Taylor-Grady House. And we just really appreciate you being here for this momentous event where Athens is being recognized for outstanding achievement. Now, our city has been honored with awards and other forms of recognition throughout the years, but I don't think any more outstanding than what we are to receive here today. Now, I will say no more at this time about this particular award that's being bestowed upon us. And I think I've done a good job keeping this a secret and everything. They told me when we found out about this, about it being embargoed and everything. So I think I've done a good job keeping it a secret. But we're getting ready to find out. Before we do, I want to recognize some of the dignitaries that are here with us today. And we especially thank them for their attendance. And they are, we have former State Representative Louise McBee. If you could raise your hand. Thank you, Representative McBee. We have Mayor Heidi Davison of Athens-Clarke County here with us, and she's going to say something here shortly. Mayor Jim Lucan of Watkinsville. We have Mike Hamby, who is an Athens-Clarke County Commissioner for District 10. We have Kelly Gertz here, who is Athens-Clarke County Commissioner for District 9. And we have Doug Lowry, Athens-Clarke County Commissioner, District 1. We have, I think it's Judge Susan Tate here at Athens-Clarke County Probate Court. Right here. Okay, thank you. We have Nancy Ditson, Athens-Clarke County Tax Commissioner, or Tax Assessor. We have Kevin Langston, who is the Assistant Commissioner for Tourism for the Georgia Department of Economic Development. We have Dr. Ray Luce, Director of the Historic Preservation Division of the Georgia Department of Natural Resources with us today. Martin McDonald, President of Georgia Trust for Historic Preservation. Evan Thibault, Manager of the Main Street Design Assistance Program of the Georgia Trust for Historic Preservation. Gwen O'Looney, who is a Classic Center Authority board member and also former mayor of Athens-Clarke County. And of course, the Convention and Visitors Bureau is a division of the Classic Center Authority. And then David Kidd, who is president of the Athens-Clarke Heritage Foundation Board. David, I saw him a little bit earlier, David Kidd. And lastly, but not least, Johnny Fowler, who is the Convention and Visitors Bureau chair. Johnny, thank you. We thank our partners for this gathering today, the Athens-Clarke County Unified Government. Sandy Turner really helped us out a lot with this. Sandy, thank you. The Athens-Clarke Heritage Foundation, which was a co-applicant for this award. The Taylor-Grady House, in which you're in today, and the Junior League of Athens, and this is the organization that administers the Taylor-Grady House. And lastly, Center Stage Catering. Now I will introduce Karen Nickless with the National Trust for Historic Preservation, who has something to share with us here today. Karen?
I know most of you can't see me, but can you hear me?
Never had a problem with me.
I know. You should have just told me that. I've been a tour guide in a former life, so I hope everybody in the back can hear me. Can you? Okay. I am Karen Nickless with the Southern Office of the National Trust for Historic Preservation. And first, before I reveal what this mystery event is all about, and I love it when you can get a bunch of people to come out for an event when they don't know what it is. This shows how much support that you have in the community. The National Trust is not the National Register. We're not your state historic preservation office. The National Trust is a nationwide nonprofit that helps people protect, enhance, and enjoy the places that matter to them. What we do is help communities just like Athens and other communities across the country with small grants, technical services, advocacy. If people don't have, say, a historic preservation ordinance, we will go in and help them with other model cities that can help them, and with model preservation ordinances, all to raise awareness of the historic preservation challenges we face in the United States and success stories. Now, one of the programs we're best known for is our 11 most endangered historic sites in America, which most people see in the paper at some point. that calls attention to threatened sites across the United States. Places that are in danger, to paraphrase travel writer Arthur Fromer, of losing their souls. He said, tourists do not go to places that have lost their souls. Well, I'm happy to say I'm not here to announce that Athens is on the 11th because Athens does have soul, and blues, and jazz, and rock and roll, and all kinds of other great things. Instead, I'm here to honor your community for using historic preservation through the years as an economic tool to enhance the place that matters to you, and to make that place available for others to enjoy, maybe people from communities that have lost their soul, and they're able to come to Athens to enjoy a place that still has its sense of place. This place is like no other place. Every year since 2000, the National Trust has honored this type of model town across America with something called the Dozen Distinctive Destinations Award. There are only a dozen of these every year across the United States, and this year it gives me pleasure to announce that Athens, Georgia is a Dozen Distinctive Destination. I should be applauding you because it's the work you've done that has let Athens be qualified to be on the Dozen Distinctives list. And if you check our website, www.preservationnation.org, the marketing department always wants us to say that. I'm pretty sure that this hit the website, well, probably about now. So, and if I could get your mayor to come forward, I'd like to present this plaque that's just a small token of our appreciation for what you have all done to make Athens, Georgia a Dozen Distinctive site. Congratulations. Thank you.
Are you Mr. Luce?
Yes.
That's nice to meet you. I've written you a lot of letters. Haven't I?
It's true.
And you've listened to every one of them, too, so that's good. And I appreciate that. Well, I guess what I want to do is first thank the National Trust for telling us something that we already knew about ourselves, is that we are a distinctive place, and we all know that already. We've worked very hard as a community to maintain our sense of place, and one of the things that we've been able to do in that process is to take care of our historic structures and our other historic natural resources. There are a lot of you in here who've been doing that for a very long time. You've been involved with the Heritage Foundation because you recognize that this was important to our community a long time ago. A lot of you have been involved with this building, with the Welcome Center, with the Linden House. So this is something that this community has honored, our historic areas and treasures. You've honored them, you've respected them, and you've worked hard to maintain them and to preserve them, and make them available to the community and to others to enjoy, and you've been doing that for a long, long time. And so it's to you folks that have been doing that, we should really say thank you. And then I think it's great that we've been recognized. You know, we get recognized all the time by lots of different people and magazines and different kinds of organizations. But I really think, I don't know that any other recognition probably is as prestigious as this one. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So I think this is a very special day for us in Athens, and it's a very momentous moment for us. And I thank you all for recognizing that without knowing what it was, and you're right. Everybody and actually it was in the paper this morning, but you cared enough about the community, you cared enough about what the announcement was, that it was something about our historic places here in town, and that made a difference enough to you to show up even when you didn't know what it was about. So, and that says a lot about us as well. So I thank you all for coming. I certainly thank you for this very nice award. We're very appreciative as a community, and we will certainly find a place for this that's special, and it's something that we can brag about. One more thing for us to brag about, so we thank you.
Here, here.